What's up guys, Larko, and today we have a video on the AC9. Now, I do have to say in advance apologies because with this gameplay, I did do a decent sort of voiceover while playing. However, I forgot to unmute my XLR. So essentially, yeah, there's going to be no voiceover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you my setup and then I'm going to give you a quick overview on the weapon as well. And then it'll just be, I'll probably shorten down my gameplay a bit. So this weapon is a bit like the AM40 where I'm not gonna lie, I didn't enjoy it to start with until I started unlocking attachments, so I'm gonna swap these around. So personally, I run the close combat extended. I find the standard issue extended mag is alright, but it's just, you can see over here on the left, my handling's at 64. Standard issue goes down to 57, and the handling is pretty crucial on this weapon, especially when you get to, not medium range, but just a little bit further than close range, because you are gonna have to use it like that at times, and I just find the standard issue, I don't know, it doesn't feel like standard issue ammo at all. I then run the Fusion Hollow sight. The DD Hollow is kind of cool, it has a little triangle instead of a dot, but I don't know, I just prefer the Fusion Hollow. And then the STNR laser sight. And what's weird about this weapon is because it's a submachine gun, but it has the STNR laser sight instead of normally it's the MGL laser sight. So I don't know why DICE has done that with an assault rifle weapon, but hey ho. Yeah, STNR laser sight, I'd say that's a must. Something stupid like, yeah, 360 kills. So if you ain't got it, run the LWG grip, I'd recommend, and then the BCG. But you can also get all these kills very quickly if you do versus AI on breakthrough. That's my preferred method. And then the Champion muzzle brake. Champion muzzle brake and Rap Suppressor, these are just my go-to all the time now. If you are silenced on the map and you want to stay hidden, like the gameplay you're going to be seeing from me now, I had to stay hidden. You'll see where it's great to use the Rap Suppressor, so that's why I was using it mainly. But if you don't want to be suppressed, Champion muzzle brake. I don't know why someone else mentioned this in one of my comments recently, but a Warhawk compensator, I don't know why, it just doesn't feel the same. I was using it before Christmas on like most of my weapons, and I don't know what happened, it just feels absolutely grim, so I'm not using that on any weapons in a minute. These barrels are always the same for me, to be honest. And you are going to have to obviously run this with support. I would recommend it anyway, because the ammo just absolutely depletes on this weapon. You're going to need the ammo crate, trust me. It's must have. Unless you're killing people and you're running over their bodies and getting ammo, even then you're still going to need it, so trust me. I'd run Falk personally, but obviously you can run Irish or Angel. Falk's my go-to. Now that out of the way, I'm going to be talking about the weapon as a whole and where I think its strong points are and where it sort of lacks. Now, like I said at the start, this is like the AM40. I thought it was absolutely terrible with no attachments out. I could not get on with this weapon at all. I absolutely hated it, and now it is usable, but you have to understand where it's good and where it really lacks when it comes to firefights. So Flashpoint, this is a great map anyway, because there's a lot of close quarter combat, especially around like the middle flags like C. I don't know why as well on this map they've labelled all of the flags as like A1, B1, C1, D1 when it could have just called them A, B, C, D, E, which is a bit weird. I don't know why they've done that. They should change that in my opinion, but doubt they will. Yeah, a lot of close combat buildings and maps and the underground parts. This AC9 really does shine, but as soon as you get out into the open, you have to be really careful. Now, I was sort of just hanging around one building. I can't remember if it was E or F. It was around that, but you'll see in the gameplay. It's a good weapon. It's got an extremely high rate of fire, and I think it's a lot stronger than the other SMGs in the game, if I'm honest, like the K30. The MP9 is slowly sort of becoming good again, but you've still got to be very careful with the scenarios in them. I feel like the MP9 needs a buff. Bison's still good, and the PBX, I reckon, still probably the best SMG in the game, especially when it comes to mid-range. At close range, this AC9 is a monster. So yeah, mainly you got to be careful where you pick your fights, to be honest, with this AC9. You've really got to pick your fights and be careful. I can't remember in the gameplay you're going to see, but I can't remember if I remember playing there being some sort of firefights where I can see enemies and I don't shoot them because I know I either haven't got enough time to kill them, recoil will be too much to handle, and the bullets would just hit him like bubbles or something. And it's a really sort of temperamental gun. I don't know if there will be any changes for it. They probably will make some. I mean, DICE have been doing pretty well anyway. As of season 4, they've already posted out some dates, and I'll probably make a shorts on it. The shorts will probably already be out by now by the time you see in this video. But it is definitely a different weapon, and it is kind of nice to sort of experience something new. It doesn't feel underpowered, but it feels good at its range. Like the K30, for example, now I can't use the K30 even at close range. I'm not a huge fan of it. But this weapon, it feels nice at close range. The only one thing, like I mentioned earlier, it's got the STNR laser sight instead of the MGL, which is kind of weird. And again, they also haven't given it a drum mag. Like a lot of the SMGs in this game all have drum mags. Like for example, the K30 has a drum mag, MP9 has a drum mag. I know the PBX doesn't have a drum mag, but it is a lower rate of fire weapon and it doesn't need a drum mag. Especially with like the close combat and standard issue rounds on it, they're great. But this weapon, it's got such a high rate of fire. I'll look now actually. Yes, the PBX has a rate of fire of 730. The AC9s is 1080. Literally like 20 behind the K30. And I know like the PP29 has the slowest rate of fire in the game for the SMGs, but the PP29 also has like a 64 round mag, which is just nuts. I feel like they need to bring out a drum mag for this AC9. It's an absolute must have. But yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a comment and subscribe, leave a like, all that good stuff. I'm nearly monetized now. I'm extremely close and hope you enjoyed the rest of the gameplay. Apologies again. This was some good voiceover and I can't believe I had my mic muted. I had another gameplay as well and I can't remember what weapon I was using to have my mic muted and it really irritated me. But yeah, hope you enjoy.
Treatment. Tango is down. Yes, thank you. Throwing grenade.
The enemy holds more sectors than us. It's time to push up. Engaging at Objective Echo 1.
Hostile down! Reviving wounded! Target neutralized! Reloading! Tomorrow. I'm reloading. One's down. One down.
Off those objectives.
Tango down.
Lost control of an objective.
Got one. Got one. Target down.
Charlie 1 attack to be done by our forces.
I'm here to help.